Oh my
my
God, it's
God,
working.
we made it.
It's actually working on your iPad.
The last couple of weeks we've used my iPad and it's crashed as soon as we started. So this time we actually didn't immediately crash.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Let's get you in the screen.
Back that up. a
You're the
little
eye
bit.
candy of this duo.
Yeah, that's definitely not true.
Yeah. I mean, I hope it is compared to me.
Look, guys. Look. Look what went out today.
This was awesome. We've been working this EX Pass thing now. This is our third week of really pounding it. I think we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
And we had targets, and I was kind of hopeful we get some of the targets or most of the targets.
Mhm.
Every single
Everyone.
one popped. Even one that we just started the other day had very little volume. Like still popped. Like,
Yep.
It was tremendous. So we're gonna go through the EX raids, successes and failures, which is all successes this time, and then. But before we do that, let's talk really quick about the eggs.
Yeah. All Gen 3 eggs going on right now until the 31st.
Yeah.
So,
So I have not really been cracking incubators as much recently. I bought 2 for this just to get through 10Ks. Those come back in the video soon, I think.
there you go.
But I've done pretty well. I've gotten the Trapitch or whatever he's called.
Trap
I've
it.
gotten
Yep.
2 of those, and they've both been pretty decent. One was actually 15, 11, 15. Hey, Matt, what's going on?
Yo, what's going on?
So I was happy with that.
Yeah, I've hatched a couple. No good ones yet, though. But I'm not too worried about it. I haven't really been rushing, but I did get my badge finally. I'm at 91 now. So.
Nice. I'm at 82, and I could be at 84, I think, if I go the rest of the way.
Very nice.
I was really psyched about Lotad Saturday.
Yeah, you had a good Lotad day.
I got lucky. I generally try not to map things before I have the evolved form, but when it's 100%, it spawns 5 minutes away from me.
Gotta get it.
I do it, and it literally happened twice. I was driving to pick my son up in Jersey. He was at my parents' house, and 2 Lotad 100%, like within 5 minutes of where I
Yeah,
was.
you text me for the first one. You're like, I'm 5 minutes away. I was like, me too.
Yeah, we ended up meeting there like
And then-
a few minutes after it popped.
And then you text me on the other one. You're like, I'm 5 minutes away or 10 minutes away. I'm like, I'm not making that one.
Yeah.
Wasn't that lucky.
No, it happens. But when I went to Camden to get one of them, and there Lotads everywhere. So I get one, I go +1 on the way. It was 1 block off the highway, and then all of a sudden there was like 4 or 5 in the nearby.
That's awesome.
So I just start going like stop by stop, and every single block there was 1 or 2 Lotads. So I
Yeah.
got 11 in 6 minutes.
I saw your big boy in Olive Garden earlier.
Oh yeah, he got knocked out. I was so mad
Did
about
he?
that. Yeah, so I had to go and evolve one. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I actually like that Pokemon a lot. I don't think it's that useful per
It's
se.
definitely not useful.
It
but
actually
it's
is a
fun.
mild use against Hydro Pump. What's his name? Kyogre.
Yeah, but
Exactly. Yeah, but
but
but no, he's cool. I'm really psyched about him.
yeah.
So
Well, I mean, I guess we should talk about what everybody really cares about.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's
why
go.
we have the unexpected stream tonight as well too.
Yeah.
So we were just so excited that we had to come on and talk to you guys about it.
no, it was great. So I think one of the big findings that I've been working on this week is the time that things pop and kind of what happens in the hours before. So we know that EX passes have been going out around 1:45 Eastern, a little bit before or whatever, about a 4-minute span where they all go out. So today, the gyms we were targeting all popped in the early morning, and all the non-sponsored ones, there were 4 of them we were watching, all popped within like 15 minutes of each other. It was around, was it 9:15 to like 11:30 at
Yeah,
that
for
area?
those ones, yeah.
Or at 12, 10:30, something like that. So
Yeah.
it was early enough that they most likely weren't going to pop again. And then a few other ones popped right around lunchtime. And what we saw is people who did those lunch raids like really did well with passes. There was an extremely high rate of return on those. I don't know that anyone did one of those lunch. No, we had one person
One
did the lunch
person,
raids
yeah.
and did not get a lunch pass, and that was at a popular Starbucks. So
Yeah.
it's harder to get a pass there than
Definitely
everywhere
is,
else.
yeah.
But it really, I'm still working through the data. We have an awful lot of data this time. We had a ton of people get passes. So, but what I'm seeing is there's a really heavy correlation between how close to the raid date you raid. So the closer you are to when passes go out, the more likely you are to get it. So it's crazy how many people got it within 1 day or 2 days or sometimes 0 days of when passes came out.
Yeah, I mean, there was the one instance where the person did it like a week prior, but
Yeah, we
that
had
was
one.
the
We had one that
instance.
predates Wednesday of last week.
Yeah.
My son actually was Wednesday of last week.
Yeah, he
And that was one of the earlier ones
Yeah.
we had. My whole family got passes, which is great.
That's
And
awesome.
of course, 3 separate locations. You can't win.
I mean, you gotta like, they're not, the algorithm's not looking at they don't know you guys
No,
are related.
they have no
They have
idea.
no
No
idea.
idea.
That.
No
So
idea.
it's gonna happen
It always happens.
most of the time.
I
Yeah.
like to complain about it. My wife and I are reading at the same time. Of course, my kid got the pass for during the school day,
Yeah.
and the other two are at night. So we're probably going to let him do one of my raids,
That
my
makes
wife's
sense.
raids or something.
Yeah.
It also looks like we're going to have a good audience at one of my raids to trio it.
Yeah.
So I haven't done that yet. So I'm looking forward to doing a 3-man. We got quite a few 40s. The 40s did fantastic this time around.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we have 2 40s out of our group of 20 some who didn't get passes. I mean, it
Sounds
was
about right.
we hammered it this time. So let's talk about the gyms that we got. So the first one I want to talk about is a park in a cell where we think 5 gyms, but it might be 4. One of them's on like a land use like brush or something.
Yeah.
So we're not quite positive if it makes it. So this gym has gotten a pass 4 weeks, every 4 weeks, twice in a row now.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if it's a pattern or if it's just a coincidence. So the locals love that park. They're going to keep rating it. So, but when it gets 3 weeks from now, I really want to try it and see if we can
Push it again.
Push it again.
Yeah.
I gain no credit for this one. I've said from the beginning that I didn't think it was going to go. I thought it was possible. I gave it around a 20 to 25% chance. When I saw the raid pop up around lunchtime, I actually bumped it to 30 or 35%. But so I don't get credit for that, but it was fantastic.
Yeah.
So
Just another one to add.
yeah, so good for them. There was another raid a few blocks away from that in a small park. We discovered it on Wednesday or Thursday this week, so we hadn't seen it. It's a really good setup. It has 3 gyms that span 2 different cells. So you have 2 in one cell, 1 in the other cell. So the one that was part of a 2 popped.
Yep.
It had 1 raid over 20, and the rest of them were all like pretty small, like even like some solo lobbies and some like 3 or 4 people. So it was good to spike it with that little, pop it with that little
Numbers
volume.
and, yeah.
It's crazy.
False. I will not wear a different hat.
Damn it. You should get the chat on here so I can actually see it. 'Cause I'm
Okay.
blind and I can't see that. We
I
can
got
answer
you.
questions at the end. So essentially, that one is awesome because next week we can bang in the other 2 gyms, and there's a good chance we're going to actually pop both of them.
Yeah.
So,
So that way we can keep going back and forth.
and
like
what's
some of the
cool
other
is
ones.
I'm off next Thursday. Passes should be coming out the 15th,
Even
and I
better.
have a day off. I come back from California that morning, so I'm going to actually raid with you guys up in that park and try to get a pass there too.
I'll add myself to that list as well.
Yeah. There are 4 local Starbucks that have popped consistently for a long period of time. Actually, 5 if you count one other one in Philly too.
Yeah.
All 4 of them popped today if they were supposed to. One of those is significant because that was the one that kind of got clock blocked, as I'm calling it, where it had a raid last week when passes went out. So we weren't quite sure if that would pop this week or stay on its regular schedule, but it did pop. So that was awesome. I still can't see. So blind and old. It's so good. There was a Starbucks that we've tried to pop for the last 3 weeks. I guess the first time there wasn't really a lot of volume. The last 2 we got better. We got it. So that was awesome. I was kind of afraid it was like a dormant Starbucks that wasn't going to go. What was cool about that one is it's kind of between 3 groups. So we had, the Mount Airy Facebook group, Northeast Philly raids, and Monco raids, Bucksmont raids, all working together on it. And they had one lobby, I think it was like 40 people or something.
Yeah.
You were there, right?
Yeah, I was there for that one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
So it was awesome. I mean, it was really, to have that go is great. It's going to be consistent. And there's, another sponsor like 2 minutes away from there, so that they're going to have one every single week.
I know where I'm going next week.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We had 3 gyms that we had popped in our first week of testing. One of them was a repeat. 2 of them were brand new. All 3 of them popped again. I was telling everyone I was sure it was going to happen. I'll be honest, I wasn't
Really
positive.
sure.
I was probably a little bit scared about it, but they all did, which was great. Every single one of them had the exact same pattern too of having the gym in that same time frame.
Yep.
They were all active, and then they went dead for about 4 hours before
Yep.
passes came out. So it was funny to see them all go together. And actually, that's when the one gym we just talked about in the cell with 3, or the cell with 2 and 1, was on the same pattern as those.
Yeah.
So it kind of like, that's when I said, oh, I think we got this one.
Yeah, the 3 raids I did all at the locations this morning were all the same.
Yeah, same
Raid
time.
boss and
Yeah.
same times.
Yeah, it
and
was all
everything.
war portals. It's hilarious. So we're really psyched about those. I feel like those are going to pay off every 2 weeks now. The volume was higher than previous weeks, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like maybe 40-person lobbies at most. We're not talking like massive volume. So it's It's gonna happen. Take off the hat. The people want to see it. Let's show it. Let's show them what they want.
Yeah, you don't want this right now. Please let me put some stuff in it, you know.
If we get 500 subscribers, I'll wear a hat. How about that?
We'll switch.
I'm not wearing your hat.
No, I don't mean my hat. I mean, I won't wear a hat and you'll wear it.
Okay, cool. As long as I'm not wearing your hat, that would be a little mess.
Yeah. See, I told you, nobody wants.
Finally, the last gym. I can't claim full credit for this one because someone else noticed it, but I did all the checking. It's in Northeast Philly, and they had banged it 2 weeks in a row. The first week it didn't go.
Mm-hmm.
This week it did go. And again, the time it popped this morning was perfect.
Yeah.
Where I was like, I'm sure it's gonna go, and I was all psyched about it. So, quite a few first timers in that group. Unfortunately, the person who organized it didn't get a pass.
Yeah, that stinks.
Which, from my experience, seems to happen. It happened to me the first week, but I'm gonna go Sixers here. Trust the process.
Trust the process.
You rate at these gyms, right? These targets. You're gonna get a pass.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be every week. There's gonna be people who miss, but if you raid at these places, you're gonna get passes.
And I mean, you don't have to raid more than once,
Right.
but you only better your chances.
Definitely.
I'm on a 2-hour nap right now.
Yeah.
I didn't sleep at all last night. A little bit of insomnia, a little bit of excitement for X passes coming out. I knew they were coming out today, so I was like, well, I'm already up kind of late already. I might as well stay up and do some raids this morning just to get myself an extra pass, and it worked.
Yeah.
I got it, and we actually called the one I got it at too.
Yeah,
which
we
is
knew.
fun.
Even though he rated all of them multiple times, we knew which one he was gonna get. We were wrong about me. I got the one closest to my house, which
Yeah.
is perfect, and it's also after work, which is even better.
Yeah, I'm jealous. That's what I'm going to push for next time.
Yeah. So the data definitely finds that rating multiple times helps your chances. And this goes directly against what was posted on Reddit.
Yeah.
I really think that study had too little data. And also, there's a massive amount of selection bias. I've mentioned this in every video we've done.
Yeah.
You're not hearing from the people who aren't getting passes
Correct.
as much. You're not hearing from people who raid once and don't get a pass.
Yeah.
So I really think that was off. I really think rating multiple times helps you.
Mm-hmm.
The people who hit multiple gyms, so when I say multiple gyms, I mean more than one EX target, more than one time for each
Correct.
one.
Yes.
The rate of success for those people is like high to mid 90s,
Yeah.
like very, very high. One of our good friends who raids with us all the time, he's actually been the driver for our Intons videos and such. He only raided mostly at one location. He had a couple raids other places, but he spent most of his time at one location. He has an account, and he's an account for his friend that he plays with sometimes too. Totally missed.
Nothing.
And again, significant. I really think that had he gone out and hit the location like he normally does, there would have been no problem.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying spend $100 a week, and by all means, don't do the 30 passes in a weekend we did the first time.
Definitely not.
But if you find 3 targets, right, and you hit each of those targets twice, you still got a free pass and some gym coins too. And I think that really gives you a good shot.
Absolutely.
I definitely recommend more than one target because again, we saw the clock bar, what do I call it? Clock block. Say that 17 times fast. So we saw the clock block happen before. We don't want that to happen again. So you want more than one for sure. And I think that more than one time helps. I'm still studying this. Like I said, I have all the data and I haven't gone through it yet. It looks like there are some raids where no one gets a pass.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that's, no one got a pass because the RNG said no one got a pass.
Or if to do at the time.
That raid specifically doesn't give out passes.
That could be, yeah.
But either way, like you don't want to be in that raid.
Yeah.
So if you do it twice, maybe one of the raids you're in gets passes and one doesn't. The other thing we've noticed a lot is it seems like if there's a raid, not everyone gets a pass.
Yeah.
It seems like there's someone from that group who doesn't get it, or maybe gets it elsewhere or something like that. So maybe there's a set number. Again, our sample sizes are way too small to say for sure. That's what the trends are showing. So you don't want to be that one person who doesn't get a pass and you rate it at one time.
Yeah.
So find 3 gems, more if you can, but find 3 gems, rate them 2 to 3 times each, and every other week at least you're gonna have a raid, EX raid. The other thing is don't sleep on this.
Yeah.
Um,
Because people are going to get bored of it if it's figured out now, and everybody's going to go for it while it's hot. So,
Yeah.
I mean, and not even that. What if they change it and it's not Mewtwo anymore?
Exactly.
Miss out.
Exactly.
Miss out on Mewtwo.
This is still hot. People are still into it, and we're at the point where we still have a lot of people going the raids. Now let's say that everyone wants passes, and all of a sudden everyone goes to certain raids, right? Like next week in our area, there's less raids we can be attacking.
Correct.
So there's going to be more people at each one, so your odds individually of getting
Yeah.
one is going to be less.
Yeah.
So get in on it quickly. By saying that, I'm giving myself less chances because
Yeah.
you guys will be out competing with me. But you definitely want to do that. The process for identifying these gems is not hard.
No.
Watch our video we did this week. I'm really proud of it. It's not fun like we normally are, but it's informative. It's going to tell you how we did it. It's going to tell you what not to waste your time on. We made the mistakes so you guys don't have to.
Yeah.
Watch Nick's videos, read the posts on Reddit. I linked them in the comments at the last video.
Mm-hmm.
You can identify them yourself fairly easily. If you have questions, like, let's talk, and I'll help you with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I'm very willing to do that. But I think that it's pretty easy to identify gems, and once you start hitting them, give it 2 or 3 weeks, and good things are going to happen.
Yeah, you're absolutely going to get it. I mean, we proved a couple people. One of our Discord members, just a couple days ago, was like really upset about the system. We're like, do this process. And what he did the past couple days, he followed it.
And his girlfriend, too.
And his girlfriend, and they both got passes.
Yeah.
So.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Matt, you should come up.
Absolutely.
I mean, don't bring too much of Philly. We don't want to give away all of our stuff. But Matt, if you come up this weekend, we'll get you a pass.
Absolutely.
80%.
Yeah.
80.
Numbers 100% with this system, unfortunately.
Yeah, but we'll get you a pass.
Yeah, definitely. There's this week's got a few good locations too.
A few good ones, yeah, definitely. And I think I may target a couple more just because it seems like there's only going to be maybe 5 prime locations.
Yeah.
So it might be a good week to try to unlock another park.
Another one. Yep.
So I got some more up my sleeve.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's pretty much how this is.
Exactly.
I actually think it's higher than 60%. Like our early numbers are 90% of the people who tried have gotten passes, which is not at all what you read about elsewhere. No. But we have a really efficient group, and people are doing it the right way.
Yeah, people listen.
I know. Imagine how they're going to listen this week now that we actually have legit success.
We got proof.
Yeah. So I'm expecting the rate train to grow this week.
Yeah, definitely.
And
it's been fun, and we haven't had to grind like we did that first weekend too, which is even better. So
we made all the mistakes.
More relaxed and everything.
Yeah,
so it's great. So yeah, I think I hit 5 different locations.
Yeah,
probably at least 4 times each myself though, but
that's
just how I rate.
5 locations, once, twice, 4 times, 3 times.
Yeah.
So 10 raids, 11 raids, which is not that much. I mean, I get 50 coins a day. It's not like it's even much money was spent.
A lot of people on Mixtape's page finally got one and stopped complaining. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's what we want to hear.
I got thank yous too.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone's saying thank you. I don't need thank yous. Just keep giving me data.
Yeah.
That's what I care about is data.
So we can even dig in a little bit deeper.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's nice to say I'm doing this for you guys, but the reality is this is for me. Like, I wanted to break the system. I needed you guys to do it for me, to go out, and without everyone doing the raids, there's no way this is actually happening. So sincere thank you to you guys.
What better birthday gift could they give you too?
God.
Since it's Kev's birthday tomorrow, so send him all your data. And you guys can like sing happy birthday in chat too if you want. But
if they could sing happy birthday in chat, that would be amazing.
Well, music notes, you know.
You're welcome, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys.
Does anybody have any questions before we get off or anything like that?
We're here to answer questions today.
Yeah.
I want to talk about this stuff. So, give
what
me
questions. You got for us?
Give me questions. Anyone ask questions already? Has there read a long post before? How about you look here and I'll look here?
That works. Or you want this one's closer for you. Which one
yeah, you look at that one.
Yeah. I can read that.
All right, so Bud has a question about making his bench a gem. His bench has his name and it's in a park where there's 6 passes.
I would love that to be.
So what we could do at that park is if we take one gym and focus on it entirely for 2 weeks, and you get our core group to ignore the rest of them.
Yeah.
I'm talking like 20 or 30 person lobbies consistently for like everything and
completely ignore the other ones almost.
I think that could happen.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, we're not going to be able to get everybody, obviously, just because, you know, we don't know everybody in the area. They're still going to get, you know, random people that are going to pop in those. But if we focus on one, we might be able to make it hit. It's worth a shot if people want to try.
Yeah. So basically, here's the thing, though. I don't think it's worth a shot. I don't think it's worth a try. Because we have, you know, a bunch of gyms that are guarantees.
Yeah.
So why are we going to waste your time on something that will hit? And then once we hit it, we can hit it again once every 6 weeks. So, I mean, I'd love to. It's so close to my house. It would be the best thing in the world.
It would be amazing.
But it's just, when there are good targets, let's focus on those. And sooner or later, it's going to happen. We're just going to raid randomly. There's going to be Rick Quaz is going to come out. We're all going to do it. Rayquaza. Let's call it Rayquan. So I can like
Rayquan.
Drop Wu-Tang knowledge and stuff, you know. But it's going to happen. We're all going to be there, and sooner or later we'll get a pass there. But forcing it is a poor exercise. Yeah. I was talking to someone in the Northeast Discord today about a park in Philly with 3 in one cell. Mm-hmm. And even that, it's just, you're playing the lottery. If you have 2, you know that one of them's going to go every other week. Yeah. But when it's 3, you can't control it, and you're gonna have
It's an even
misses.
bigger lottery.
Yeah, so no point in focusing on those when you can try other ones.
Engine 1, 2.
Matt had asked ratio of sponsored to non-sponsored.
Okay.
So in this week's batch, we have 5 sponsored and 6 non-sponsored. Of those 6, 2 are first time. No. Yeah, 2 are first time. 2 are ones that we discovered that are now second time, and then 2 are 3 time.
Yes. Hysteria. Can we now raid the crap out of?
Yes.
Yep.
So Hysteria's question is he got a pass in the cell with 1 gym by itself and then 2 in the other cell. So they got 1 in the cell of 2. So what that means, the cell of 1 should pop this week.
Yes.
It may need a little bit more volume, so maybe it takes 2 weeks, but it should pop. The other cell is almost certain to pop.
Yeah.
So all you need to do is get the volume there. So Warminster, get the hell out and do that. Southampton, get out and do that one.
MVP should be happy.
Yeah, yeah, it's all.
Finally.
One of our friends finally got his first pass today, and I'm so happy for him, but so disappointed it wasn't in one that I told him to go to. But that park's right by his house, so he should be like swimming in Mewtwo's in a couple weeks. Cool. Any other questions?
Yeah, what else have you got?
Guys, I could talk about this all day. Ask anything you want to know. So we're doing the podcast. We can actually cut this part so no one knows that we're not getting questions.
Sitting here.
It just seems like we're getting like a rapid fire question.
Keep talking about it.
Ask me a question, Matt.
Yeah, what do you want to know about it?
How'd Philly do? So, Mike, the podcast is loading up as soon as I figure out A, how to do it, and B, what a podcast actually is. So between me and Bill, we listen to 3 podcasts, and I listen to all 3 of them. And I'm old and technically not smart, so we'll figure it out soon.
Holly just got her second. Yeah, I saw that. That's awesome.
It is awesome. So, like, I feel like in cities, people are probably getting less because you have like the spoofer issue and the volume issue.
Yeah, volume I think is the biggest issue with it.
Oh yeah,
in the city.
And we're sitting here in the burbs with like more gyms than we can hit in a week.
Exactly.
Like it's a totally different game. You guys get all the experience and all the spawns. We get all the X passes.
I mean, we still hit 40.
Oh yeah, before them.
Just saying. Sorry, I had to take a little dig there. Yeah, definitely. I mean,
yeah,
we don't want the whole city coming up and skewing our numbers. But
over time, I'll take the whole city. Give us another 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah,
to
let us get our
first.
Mewtwo armies together.
How many Mewtwo's would you be happy with? Like, what's the point where you would stop caring about Mewtwo?
Well, I have 2 now.
Okay.
I have 1 that I'm happy with.
Yeah.
1 that's made me want more passes.
Yeah.
I'd be happy with 3 decent ones. 1 for each like
of the good move
sets.
Yeah.
I don't need more than that. I mean, I'll take 6, but I'd be happy with 3.
I think that's exactly where I am. So I have one good one. It's a 91. It's already maxed, and I'm hoping to get 2 more based on the passes I already have. And if those are good, and I mean good, 85 I'll be happy with. 84 plus, like I'll live with. Then these are just gravy at this point. Like I have what I need.
Yeah.
I'll rare candy it or walk it someday.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna stop rating for them or anything like that, but like I just won't care as much. And, kind of back off the X locations maybe a little bit, unless it's a raid I really want to do.
Right. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna come to a point where I stop doing war totals.
Yeah.
And start doing.
You did 3 of them today. What do you mean?
I did none today. I did 1 yesterday. But it's sooner or later it's going to be like, just like good level 4s and level 5s.
Yeah.
But until then, so someone asked what the best Pokemon I have is. It says Sharon here, but it's my cousin's kid, Andrew. So the best one I have is Groudon. And I really think that it's funny, we're talking about Mewtwo, when the reality is it's not the best Pokemon in the game. Groudon's better, Raikou's better. You can make an argument that Kyogre is going to be better. Yeah. There are some really powerful ones that are already out. And if I could get like a Raikou pass, like I'd do that in a second. I never got a good Raikou.
Oh man, that 100% Raikou that's sitting in mine right now. Yeah. Max
Between him and my damn kid, all I hear about is these Raikous that I don't have.
Your son saw 2, right?
My son saw 2 perfects, and he tells me every time.
Why didn't Tamanen's single gym trigger? Just not enough volume this week?
That's my guess. It could be a volume issue. So it's just the gym that's single in its cell where the other cell had one that went. I think the volume was light. Until today, there really hadn't been 20 individual accounts. We may not have even surpassed 20 with repeats and such. And then the other thing is sometimes an individual cell gym just takes 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We don't know whether that's because it needs volume from the past or because like we hit it on the wrong cycle
Yeah.
and it's gonna
And it just wasn't going to have one
yeah,
anyway.
exactly. But I bet large sums of money that it happens this coming week.
There's a cell in Allentown with 2 gyms right next to each other in an eligible park and no other eligible gyms. Neither is triggered before, but neither gets enough traffic because you need to walk.
So to answer the question, if there's 2EX passes in 2 separate cells or 2EX potential gyms in 2 different cells that are close together, get people together and get the traffic. I mean, we saw one that popped with less than 20 accounts. It had 19. So it was a little bit less than 20. So I really think you have to get the volume.
Yeah.
I found that the one lobby seems to be really good. You get one big lobby and a few random solos and stuff. But I think that you just have to get people there.
Yeah, yeah. Numbers is definitely the biggest thing.
The other thing is if there's an EX gym, go and hit it like a tier 1 by yourself or a tier 3 by yourself. You don't need to always have the big lobby. It's not like the big lobbies are the only ones getting invites. People can solo like a
tons
level
of people.
2
Yeah.
and get a pass without any trouble. And even like in a gym we're working on, right? Maybe we want that spike lobby so we can get it to wake up.
Yeah.
But if you hit a level 2 before that, you may get an invite.
Anyway,
and that
because
happens.
it was spiked.
Yeah. And that happens at the gym we keep talking about.
Yeah. So
Loving these questions, guys. Thank you.
what is the time cycle for X-Raids to come back to parks? Is it every 2 or 3 passes?
So it should be every other
Every
cycle if there's 1 or 2 in the cell.
Correct.
If there's more than 2, then you really don't know.
It's
In
a bigger
theory-
toss-up.
So it always skips the next week. Any gym never hosts 2 weeks in a row.
Mhm.
And a big part of that is because, passes went out today. There's no raids in
There's
that
no
gym
raids.
before next week.
Yep.
So there's no chance to actually trigger it.
Exactly.
So, but if there's a cell with 3 or more gyms, then we can't say every 2 weeks is what it's going to happen. It could be very different.
Hysteria is asking what everybody's reaction was. What was your reaction?
All right. So last week, what happened was the passes went out. I made the pass. I made the post to everyone like, hey, everyone, it's out. And I looked at my account and I had nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was livid. I was thinking about how I was going to quit the game in a dramatic fashion. And that was in the heels of Niantic telling me I was a cheater, too.
Yeah.
So not a great week. They did later say I'm not a cheater, so that was good. But then my pass came a little bit late. So I was just like so happy and shocked that it kind of did away with everything. This week, people started getting it maybe 3 minutes before I did, but I was patient at least. I didn't flip out immediately. How about you?
So last week I didn't get one, and I was like, man, that sucks. I rated it a lot, but I get it. It's a chance.
Yeah.
So, but it just made me more motivated to go out this week, and I got one this week, and I was actually passed out at the time that they went out. That was during my 2-hour nap. I had set an alarm too for like 1:45 too, to like get up and check my phone right away. Must have slept through that, but my phone was just blowing up with people texting me and stuff. So I like got up and before I like looked, saw what time it was, saw that I had text messages, didn't even read the text messages. I was like, all right, let's see if I got my pass, and I got it, and a little fist pump to myself. I was excited.
Our Discord just exploded.
Yeah.
My phone exploded. Like everything was going crazy. I literally couldn't keep up. I never had less than 10 notifications for like an hour and a half. And here I am, like, popping in and out of meetings at work too. So I have to I'll catch up, put my head down, look again, and I have like another 20 notifications.
20 more,
it was nuts. But it was tags of people saying like, I got a pass, you know, and that was awesome. That was really good to see.
Michelle was too anxious. Doesn't have to be anymore. It's 4 really. How's Mewtwo Jr. from Montmall? He's gonna stay Mewtwo Jr.
You're gonna keep him at level 25?
Yeah. I mean, luckily he was boosted,
Yeah,
but a 10, 12, 10 Mewtwo, I just, with how the passes are going out now, I don't feel like I need to power it up right now. I mean, my 13's boosted.
Yeah.
Happy with that. That's my gym beast. But
I'm with you. I would not. I've been very pro powering up Mewtwo, even if it's bad. But now that we've kind of figured this out,
that's when we were like getting them. Like,
yeah,
my last one was in October.
No,
so,
I'll pin at mine for sure. I mean, if it's 100%, maybe not. But short of that, I think there's a good chance I'll pin at the first few balls. I'm planning to get 14.
Yeah,
those gyms are staying blue.
If you get a crap one this week, should I even max it out?
No. So the person asking the question now is asking if she should max out a crap Mewtwo. She has 3 Mewtwoos, including a perfect.
A perfect.
So
so jealous.
No, you don't need to max out extra Mewtwoos.
Seriously.
I think you're good. I think you're good.
At what point do you have enough Mewtwo that you don't need to dust them? 3.
3. I think 3.
Yeah.
Agreed. I missed Mike's question. It looked good.
Yeah. I think felt like too many people were getting X passes. How could they change the formula? Would they change the
So Niantic could, change in the sell level. Basically, the question is, if they thought too many people were getting passes, how could they change it?
Yeah.
Making it only sponsored gyms would be one thing.
Mhm.
Changing the sell level so less gyms spike.
But what's the definition of too many people getting passes?
Yeah.
Because I mean, some people still haven't gotten passes.
Yeah.
Some people have gotten a little. I mean, there might just need to be something in the formula to even the playing fields a little bit. Give us a little bit more. I read a lot of stuff today that like people feel like you should have to be level 40 to get Mewtwo or something like that because in Pokemon you couldn't unlock Mewtwo
Right.
until you beat the game, things like that. Not necessarily bad, but they're not. I mean, it's still a business for them.
Yeah.
You're not going to get people spending money and playing the game if you have to hit like certain goals. It's a free to play game.
Let's talk about it. The business model's working.
Yeah, it really is.
We've done a lot of raids. I mean,
Yeah.
we've spent decent money on it, and we've gone out and I've gotten the community to go out and raid, and everyone's paying $1 per pass on
Mhm.
average. Hopefully less if you maximize.
Yeah, I mean
whatever.
between regular raids and legendary raids, I'm at 700 some now.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously I had the free passes that I use, but that's
and gem coins and stuff, but
Still
still,
a
yeah,
lot.
no. So
But I can't even really count gym coins because I buy incubators and
Yeah,
I buy
that's
other
fair.
stuff, so
Fair.
I don't really count that.
I think that they raised the frequency this week, and I have not looked at Silph Road yet, so I don't really know what everyone's seeing nationwide or whatnot or worldwide. Our numbers are really good, and I can't see how if they were the same 35 or 40% that we had seen the previous 2 weeks, we'd be getting these kind of numbers.
Yeah, there were some people on Twitter like saying their city got completely left out.
Yeah.
They have a group of raiders that I mean, you might have just hit the raid at the wrong week.
Or we may have had
So-
the clock block that I love to talk about,
Yeah.
where if the gym couldn't yield passes, then it doesn't matter what you do.
Exactly.
So again, we don't know if that's an intentional thing or a random thing or what.
Oh my god, you have 100. Oh, yeah. So Kev, how many predictions of gyms hitting did you make, and how many of your predictions were correct?
All right. So I every single gym that I targeted, that I said we should target this gym, this is why we should target it. Every single one hit, and that includes our Discord and a few other in Northeast Philly, a couple other Northeast Philly. I'm building a probability model to see the odds of getting a Mewtwo individually, and then the odds of certain locations popping. And I was I was spot on pretty much. I
Yeah.
had all the mean ones in the 85 to 90% range, and once 1 o'clock came and they weren't blocked, I raised that a lot higher. There was the one that is not, my model doesn't say should work, that did, but even that one I had 25% before the day started and 35% once the other gem popped.
Yeah.
The one that was random, not random, the one that was new, I had that as, right around 50%
Yeah.
beforehand, and popped it again once the pop time happens. Patting myself on the back, you guys can see it. I killed it this week.
He did.
It's hard to do.
All the credit to Kev.
Yeah, it's only going to get worse from here. It's never going to be this good again.
Now predict the Super Bowl. That's an easy one.
All
Who's
right.
wearing the hoodie?
Yeah, so it's going to be an Eagles win. It's going to be 24-20. Eagles going to come out to a big lead early, maybe like 21-7 pretty
Mhm.
early. Patriots are going to battle back a little bit. We'll get up 24. And then the fourth quarter, we're going to see Tom Brady start to come back, right? And it's going to be 24-20. And the game's going to end with the Patriots having the ball and running out of time. They're not going to score.
So it's going to be scary.
It's going to
Edge of your
be
seat,
an
Super Bowl
extremely
win.
stressful 3.5-hour game.
I like
Or
it.
Super Bowl, like 4.5 hours.
I like it.
What do you think?
I think the Eagles have it. I really do. I mean, I hate Tom Brady. I just don't want to see them win. I really don't. But I really think they have the team to do it. I mean, as long as Nick Foles plays the game like he did last week.
Well, if he plays like he did last week, then they're winning. If he
Yeah.
plays like a functional human being, they have
Yeah.
a chance.
Yeah.
With Nick Foles, there's 1 in 3 games where he's not going to be a functional
But
human
I
being.
think our defense is better than people are even expecting as well too. So I think they're going to bring it. I
Yeah.
think that the underdog is just helping them even more.
Yeah. So I was concerned about the parade being Tuesday because potentially it was the day it was going to be,
Yeah.
and all of my staff is out Tuesday. So I'm supposed to not take off from work, but I just found out my boss is going to be away, so I will live stream from the parade. It'll be the first ever Super Bowl parade where Kev plays Pokemon Go.
So Matt asked, how many are new gyms since you started doing this? Now, what do you mean new gyms? Like new gyms to the game,
No,
or just new gyms that we've been targeting?
Yeah.
That
I guess that makes sense.
I'm just not sure what the exact
So
question
as
is.
far as new gyms, none. They've
None,
all
yeah.
been existing gyms for a long time. Are there 4 first-time gyms we popped? 4 or 5? Because there's more than this here. So I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's at least
Yeah.
5 first-time gyms, and then there's
New that didn't previously.
and then there's
get
3 that got
X-rays.
raids a while ago, but hadn't for months.
Yeah, so new that previously didn't get X-rays was what, 2 this week then? Or
Yeah, 2 this week.
2 this week.
But 2 of the ones from this week got their first pass 2 weeks ago.
yes. Mhm.
So it was ones that we targeted 2 weeks
Yep.
ago, and then they repeated.
Yeah.
So I'm counting on it as a win.
That counts.
Again,
Since,
back
yeah. Since we started the system, that's how many new ones that didn't previously get.
what are you doing for Super Bowl? Anything fun?
I don't know yet. Watching the game.
I'm going-
Anytime anybody, what are you doing? I'm watching the game. That's all I know so far.
I'm going to a friend's house in Jersey. Good friends I've known since high school, and we've always watched the Eagles together. And it's gonna be a quiet party, families and stuff, and a couple people. But it's gonna be quiet. We're gonna be focused. It's gonna be very, very stressful.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I really think they're gonna win. I'm
Yeah.
heavily believing in them.
Lots of good stuff.
There was something else I wanted to say that I'm forgetting about now. It was unrelated to Mewtwo.
I don't know. I'm just upset I didn't have the fake fake X passes to throw around. If you haven't, I made a meme of Kev. It's posted in our Discord. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. Well, we'll put that in the comments.
Yeah. I'll add it to the comments later. I'll pull it up here now.
So someone asked about who told trainer tips, like to say trust the cones and stuff. The admin of our Discord, IV Pips, was the one who did that. Yeah, there it is.
You get a pass. You get a pass.
Me and Oprah look just like each other too,
Yeah.
so it's perfect. I feel like I'm on a diet as frequently as she is too, so it works out good. I do them just as well. Oh God, I was rambling about something. It was awesome, and I forget.
I don't know. Chat, what were we talking about?
I don't know. it was the greatest thing you guys have ever heard. What was it? Oh yeah. So essentially, Ivy Pips, Dan, who runs our Discord, he sent shirts and pins and stuff to a lot of YouTubers. Some of them haven't gotten them yet. Matt, we'll talk about that later.
I already told Holly.
Okay, cool.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, so he's been sending them. So this week, Nick opened up the package.
Mm-hmm.
So when he, the message said basically, when you show this, please say trust the cones.
Yeah.
So we had no idea that was going to happen.
No
that was a
clue.
total surprise to us. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not much of a watcher of videos like that. So
I watch them here and there. When
I mean,
there's a topic that
I'll watch his
interests me.
videos. I don't really watch so much of the opening stuff. Yeah. So we got a tag like, hey guys, watch around this time, and it was really neat to see. Awesome. Thanks Stan for doing that. That was awesome.
Eventually, we're just gonna have a whole episode of just clips of people saying trust the cones.
Yeah, we have Nick saying it. We have Reversal saying it.
Get
Holly's definitely said it before.
Yeah, she definitely has. Yep.
We gotta get more people to say it.
We should just get random Bucksmont people to start saying it too. Just
should record it in there as breaks between scenes and stuff. Look at us planning our next video. So we got videos coming. I'm gonna finish the part 2 of our EX Raid Train tomorrow. There's no way I can finish it tomorrow. If it snows tomorrow, I'll definitely finish it tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll finish. It's supposed to snow.
Is it?
Inches,
I didn't even know that.
No,
4 inches.
Yeah, it's legit snow. So if that happens, I'll finish it tomorrow. And we have part 3, which is the actual EX raids coming out soon.
Which I think is probably going to be the most fun. I know I had the most fun doing it, just seeing all
the footage is good too. Bill got a lot of good stuff. I only did 1 raid and it wasn't as good as the 3 he did. So
it was a long day.
We have an instance video coming out where it would take me 10 minutes to finish it. I never actually do. But I think Instance is the best item in the game. I've said that, well, besides premium raid passes. But other than that, I think Instance is one of the best items in the game, and I want to prove it to everyone.
And I still have our incense video from Halloween that I still need to finish up. It's 90% done, but there's some overlay stuff that I'm working on. I really want it to look good for everybody.
But we're legitimately close. So there should be videos actually dropping.
You're probably going to get sick of this. You're going to see our face too much. Don't do that.
Just click on the video and act like you watched it.
You can walk away. That's okay.
And then we came up with a fun game. We were talking about it Sunday. So we're going to try it. We're going to play against each other, and then we're going to share it with the world.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it.
I'm pretty psyched about it. I think it's going to be good.
I don't know. I feel like I have a chance on some things against you, but some things I'm not sure about. I mean, I don't think you're quite as good now that you're a gacha user.
Yeah.
So.
No spoilers.
I know. That's why I said it how I did.
It's gonna be close.
Trust the pugs. I do love pugs.
I'm allergic to dogs, so I'm kind of anti-dog. Even though they're great, I just don't want them anywhere near me.
I'll come play with the pug.
Yeah. We had a cat down here who was all over Bill, but we got rid of her before the video.
Yeah, she literally probably would have been here the whole time. I had covered in her hair right now, but you've met her before, baby cat. She's been in one of our videos. But
All right, guys. I think we're done.
Yeah, it's been fun, exciting day, and we're gonna just have to do it again next week.
Yeah,
And it's just getting easier and easier to target these raids. So
absolutely.
if you haven't gotten the pass yet, trust the process
And the cones.
and the cones.
I thought you were going to trust the cones, but trust the process works still.
Kev's process.
All right, guys. This was a lot of fun. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Have
See
a
you
good
guys
night.
soon. Bye bye.